Good morning. It has been a while since I have done any of these videos. I had my son Douglas on February 1st, which was a couple Sundays ago. And so I've just been getting into the swing of things, getting, all the new routines set up and everything. And so I have a moment right now to share, and I didn't want to delay it. So I had this kind of just pop up in my head when I was trying to think of what to share, and I went ahead and wrote it down. So I'm just gonna read it and hope that you get something from it. We would all like life to work out the way we want it to, for our day to go according to how we want it. I want my kids to get up on time, eat what I give them, put their toys away, not throw things at each other, go to bed on time, not to try and pick up their new brother. But most of the time, things don't work out the way we want them to. We have to believe that as long as we keep our mind set on God and where He leads us, that we will get through each day and each season. An example is Moses. He didn't know ahead of time what he would have to tell Pharaoh. He knew to tell him to let the Israelites go free, but he didn't know how long it would take. He didn't know all the plagues that would be descended on the land. He didn't know that they would be wandering in the desert for 40 years to get to the promised land God gave them. But he listened to God, and he listened to God, to what God told him to do, even though he did not know what the complete ending was going to be. And we will not know what our complete ending is. What we do know is that no matter what happens, we will be with Jesus on the other side. We are able to choose our outcome, whether it be with Jesus or without. Out of all the things that you are able to be in control of, do you choose Jesus? If you do, what does that look like? If you choose Him, can other people see that? Do you live your life with love and compassion? Do you live your life with mercy and grace? Do you live your life looking down at others who purposely sin? Do you compare yourself to those who seem to not know the love and forgiveness of Jesus? These are things that we have control over. So the question today is, what will you choose to do, and how will you choose to live? So I know as I've been reading in my Bible lately, I'm reading the whole Bible in a year, and right now I am in Numbers. And a lot of the times when I am reading the Bible, depending, where I'm at in the Bible, what books and everything, I'm reminded of how we are to look at the world differently than we look at fellow Christians who know who Jesus is, who know what's right and what's wrong according to His word. And I think that it's really easy to judge the world because we see their sin, because we know what the sin is, and they don't think it's sin. They think it's fine to do what they're doing. Compared to Christians who they do sin and they know better, and some Christians, many Christians, they will choose to sin even when they know it's wrong. And sometimes because they're Christians, we want to treat them with more grace than we do with those who do not know Jesus, when it should be given to people regardless. And there is a difference. We are told to judge our fellow Christians who do know better. That doesn't mean that we're supposed to be hateful. It means that we're supposed to have those hard conversations with people that we know deeply, that we know personally. If you know someone in your life that isn't doing right things and they know that it's wrong and they continue to do them, you have an opportunity being in their life to, quote unquote, call them out on it, tell them what they're doing is wrong, remind them that they know that it's wrong and that they need to stop doing it. They need to do what they know is right. And that's not coming from a place of being rude or hateful, but it's coming from a place of God wants us to do better than what we are doing. We are always able to be better than what we're doing in our lives right now. And so it's just a reminder of, how are we treating people around us? How are we living our lives every day? How are we presenting Jesus as we go out? You don't have to talk to people about Jesus to be that example. You can just be loving towards people. You can treat people with compassion. You can treat them with grace. Not just Christians, but those who, especially those who do not know God. So that's just my little word for you today. That's my question of, how are you doing that in the world? How are you setting yourself apart from what people are expecting you to do, how they're expecting you to act? Because a lot of times when people hear that you're a believer, that you're a Christian, they expect you to act a certain way. Most of the time it's negative. So how are you kind of breaking that stigma and being the kind of Christian that the Bible calls us to be, not how the world perceives us? So that is my word for you. I hope that you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.